Good morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and I woke up around 3 o'clock this morning and got the house clean. And dinner is actually currently in the crock pot, and it's going. We're going to have soup, beans, and ham. And so I decided to come out and do a little work in the yard, and I'm mulching up the leaves, which is good for the soil. And I don't leave the leaves laying in my yard whole because, well, they all break down eventually, but it's just really good to mulch up the leaves and put them in the soil. And it's like a natural fertilizer, which makes it easier to do for my back, and also it gets me out on my tractor, and I love my tractor. Let me tell you a little bit about my tractor. We've had the tractor for a couple of years, and we had bought a new tractor from Home Depot, and I can't remember what kind of tractor it was. It wasn't a John Deere, but I never got to mow with that tractor, or lawnmower actually, and it was horrible. I mean, I tried to get a hold of, the company, and then I got a hold of Home Depot, and it took me about, I don't know, I think we only had like a couple days left to be able to return it to get our money back. So again, I didn't get to even mow my yard once, and it was just horrible customer service. Home Depot did honor it and give me my money back, but instead of buying a new tractor, my husband found this tractor in a small barn, and it was in really bad shape. And we knew that we were going to have to put a lot of money into it, which is fine. It's a John Deere 318, and it's an actual tractor, a small yard tractor, and you can do so much with it. So we took it to a friend, and he works on the older tractors, and he put a lot of time, about 6 months. So I was push mowing the yard at that time as well, and the journey started on restoring this tractor to as much original as possible. And by the time it was all done and said, it cost us about $5,000 to restore it. And then this past year, we went and put some more work into it, and that costed approximately $1,000. We do have a PTO in it, and we're currently looking for accessories, which are quite expensive, even the used ones, but that's okay. We'll just, a little at a time, get what we need to get. Right now, we're just trying to get the tractor back up and running, like it was brand new. And then once that's done, we'll worry about getting the accessories. Most of the parts that we put on the tractor are John Deere parts. So, I mean, like a belt, for example. A normal belt for a John Deere tractor costs us about $80. That's quite expensive for a belt. My husband said they're just proud of their stuff, and they should be. John Deere is a really good running, equipment. And so I'm out here and I'm enjoying my tractor. Absolutely love this thing. I would recommend it to anybody as long as you have the money to take care of it, because they are very needy. Very, very needy tractors. And we know that, every year we're going to have to do a tune-up. We know that every year that we may have to fix something. I mean, we just know this, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I absolutely love my tractor. I'll say it again. I love my tractor. And so I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's just me kind of riding around, mulching up leaves, and, you kind of get a little feel for what is the tractor can do. It's just a normal rider to me, but it is considered a tractor. In fact, we tried to have it fixed by local lawnmower places, and they wouldn't touch the tractor. They said they don't have a lift that can lift it. They don't deal with heavy equipment. And this tractor is pretty heavy. So I guess I can understand. But I did get a hold of John Deere as well, and they wanted an arm and a leg to fix it. So it was just better just to take it to a friend who he did it at the time. Now it's a full-time thing, but he did it as a side hobby, and he does great work. So spend some time with me today while I mulch up the leaves in my yard and get the yard all straight. I'm not going to be doing a lot of commentary on it. That way you guys could just sit and watch and just kind of enjoy it. I do work pretty hard in the fall to button the yard up, or like I call it, is putting the yard to sleep. And the reason I do this is because a few years ago, I wouldn't do all this work, and then I ended up, come spring, having to do a ton of work just to get the yard right before I could even plant. I like to go ahead and do this. That way, come spring, all I got to do is some minor work, and then I can just go ahead and plant my gardens. Once it gets too cold, I will be inside. I won't be outside, that's for sure. But I will be doing videos of like recipes, remodeling, the plants, and stuff like that. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Here in a moment you'll see me starting to slow the tractor down pretty slow. There's a really tight squeeze. Our neighbor's truck sits on a pad, and it has bolts actually sticking up out of the concrete, and so I have to get really close to the garage and just to miss that concrete, so that way I don't run over the bolts, because that will puncture my tire. But this is my far backyard, and you'll see how big it is. I'm sure you noticed that the yard is pretty good size. Push mowing, it isn't impossible, but it just takes a long time. And I don't have a lot of time to devote to maintaining the yard. So my husband, and since I'm the only one that does the yard work, my husband buys me the best equipment so that way it allows me to get the job done quickly and efficiently. At this point, I'm making small piles with the leaves so that way I can take them up front and put them around my rose bushes to help them weather the cold temperatures over the winter. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. It's why I'm kind of being a little more critiquing it. And that way I can take the wheelbarrow out there, grab the leaves, and then take them up front and put them around my rose bushes. And this is the fenced in yard area for the dogs. We have had problems in the past with stray dogs coming into the yard and attacking our 14-year-old dog and also going after our little ones. And Mocha, our Doberman, has gotten into those fights protecting the babies. And we just don't want her to have to go through that. And we just want to eliminate the problem by having the fence up, and that allows them to not only be protected, but allows them to play out in the yard without me having to be constantly present. Now, our coffee cup chihuahua and our toy chihuahua are not allowed outside without an adult present, and that's because we have to worry about the hawks, and they will get picked off if somebody isn't out there to really keep an eye on things and make sure they're safe. Am I being overprotective? Most likely, but that's okay. I'm allowed to be overprotective. They're my babies, and I will do whatever it takes to keep them safe. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos to come. Thanks for watching my videos. Bye, friend.